As hundreds of thousands of students head back to school, here's a story you need to know about. There's a new law in Georgia when it comes to school buses and when drivers are required to stop for them.
Yeah, it's actually a bit confusing and not everyone's happy about the law. Sky Fox Traffic's Katie Beasley breaks down the new rules.
Every year, we remind drivers about the stop arm law in Georgia. This year, though, there's a small change in the law that may make it more confusing for drivers and some say less safe for students. House Bill 978 was a bill to help set up automated speed traps in school zones, but in one paragraph, it also amended the law for drivers passing school buses. Before, only a grass or concrete median meant drivers heading in the opposite direction didn't have to stop. Now, the language has changed to say if there's a turn lane present when a bus is loading or unloading, that opposite traffic no longer has to stop. Local school districts and leaders with the Georgia Association of Pupil Transportation are worried this change will create confusion, more wrecks, legal challenges, and potentially more dangerous bus stops. Authors of the bill have said that wasn't their intention.
They were starting to get the drill down. Everybody kind of knew when you're supposed to stop and not stop. Now that water's muddied some. And our largest concern is when you don't have to stop, if that's ambiguous, that endangers the lives of students.
Now, buses in Georgia aren't routed for stops where students have to cross multiple lanes of a highway with a turn lane, but that doesn't mean the students don't find ways to cross those highways after the bus is gone. Some transportation officials say the law before was easier for many drivers to understand. A physical, concrete or grass median meant you didn't have to stop. Back in April, the Georgia Association of Pupil Transportation even sent a letter to Governor Nathan Deal asking him not to sign this bill into law and saying it would create unsafe bus stops in our state. It was signed anyway and went into effect on July 1st.
There's some great points in the bill. There's some good things within that bill. So I assume, went ahead and signed the bill. So now we'll be urging our legislators to clean that language back up during the next session.
The fine for passing a stopped school bus was also changed in the new law. Instead of a threatened $1,000 fine for multiple offenses, the punishment is now capped at $250 instead. So again, what you need to know here, a recap. If there's a concrete or grass median or now a turn lane, drivers traveling in the opposite direction do not have to stop for those buses that are loading and unloading. But it's never a bad idea to slow down, though, around that precious cargo.